Are you tired of repeatedly going to the dog park with your furry companion? Are you looking for alternative activities to enjoy with your dog? Are you sick of seeing the "No Dogs Allowed" sign? We'll share plenty of ideas that don't involve the dog park. Our first idea is to take your dog on an adventure. Dogs love new exciting outings. Airbnb offers the option to select pet-friendly accommodations where your dog can stay for free. Additionally, many hotels such as Four Seasons, Element by Westin, Aloft, Red Roof Inn, Motel 6, and Best Western welcome dogs at no extra charge. So don't hesitate to bring your dog along on your next trip. If you prefer to stay closer to home, consider taking your dog on a hike. There are plenty of dog-friendly trails in most areas. Depending on your location and weather, you might be able to take your dog swimming. Find a dog-friendly beach and let your furry friend enjoy a refreshing dip in the ocean. While my dog enjoys the dog beach more for the canine companionship than for swimming, each dog has its preferences. If your dog enjoys swimming, try kayaking or paddleboarding together. Despite my dog's aversion to water, he loves kayaking. My kayak is inflatable, and while I was concerned about nails damaging the kayak, we've enjoyed 2 years of kayaking adventures without any damage to the vessel. While I once considered life jackets for proficient swimmers like my dog unnecessary, I've since learned that they are essential for safety in case of injury. Consider investing in one of your dog's safety. Some of them are super cute, and you can give your dog a shark tail. If your dog is too much of a princess or prince to go swimming, take them shopping with you. Let them choose their next toy. Most pet stores allow dogs, providing a new and enjoyable experience for them. What's more exciting than all the smells at the dog store? If you don't want to buy any more dog items and need to run errands, certain hardware stores like Home Depot and Lowe's allow dogs in certain locations. Just make sure to call your store ahead so you don't get turned away at the door. If DIY stores aren't your thing, you might be surprised that certain clothing and even bookstores for my nerdy friends allow dogs. So call up your local Nordstrom, Macy's, or Barnes & Nobles. You can also spend the day driving around. Dogs adore exploring new places with their noses. Allow your furry friend to experience all the scents of the neighborhood. Perhaps treat them to a puppuccino while you're out and about. Or you can enroll your dog in obedience classes. Dogs love learning, and it strengthens your bond and communication with them. Contrary to popular belief, old dogs can learn new tricks. I taught my 9-year-old dog to wink, and it's the cutest trick. When was the last time your dog had an opportunity to learn something new? You can also go on a bike ride together. Riding a bike with your dog on a leash is more challenging than you might think, so practice before hitting the trails. Spend time teaching them to stay out of your path and run alongside the bike. If you have a small or older dog, consider getting a dog basket for them to ride in. If you prefer a more active option, consider going for a run or a jog with your dog. This will help burn off their pent-up energy and promote good behavior in the future. To engage their mind, create a puzzle for your dog. Dogs have a lot of energy and need mental stimulation. If you're on a budget, you can make your own puzzle game using an old t-shirt to hide treats in. If you enjoy baking, try making homemade treats for your dog. Many commercial treats contain chemicals, but with a quick online search, you can find healthy and delicious recipes. You can even add vitamins, minerals, and fiber to promote your dog's health. Or engage in messy fun by playing in the sprinkler, leaves, or snow, depending on the current season. Cooling down your dog with the sprinkler and watching them frolic through the water can be especially enjoyable. If you decide to play in the leaves, remember to check for ticks after playing. If your dog is more laid back, consider a Netflix and nap session together. Put on a dog-friendly show like Bluey in color that they can see, or a heartwarming dog movie like Marley and Me. Just be prepared with tissues. No matter how many times I see this movie, I bawl my eyes out every single time. If you want a lazy but interactive activity, sing to your dog. They love when you interact with them. Put on some background music and serenade your furry friend. You will either get a standing ovation if your dog likes it, or a paw to the mouth willing you to stop. And if singing isn't your thing, tell your dog about things that excite you. While they might not understand every word, they pick up on your feelings and would love to hear about the new business opportunity or crush you have. Don't forget the classic game of fetch. It provides exercise and helps reinforce training and command recall. All you need is some open space and their favorite fetch toy. Another engaging game is the flirt pole, which is essentially their favorite toy attached to a pole. Entice your dog with the toy just out of reach, rewarding them when they catch it. If you enjoyed building obstacle courses as a kid, create one for your dog. Use PVC pipes or old blankets for tunnels, cones, or sticks for weaving paths, hula hoops for jumping, and other household items for challenges. Don't forget to reward at the end. You don't have to buy an agility course to turn your house into one. I used a broom to create a jump set for my dog on rainy days. Another fun game to play with your dog is hide and seek. This game requires your dog to know the sit command and to stay while you hide. Once hidden, give them the release command and wait for them to find you. If your dog likes finding items, embark on a scavenger hunt by hiding treats along your usual walk route for your dog to discover. This does require some prep work, and you have a potential to lose your treats if you leave them in a public place. But your dog's happy face will thank you. And if you are anything like me, you probably have a million photos of your dog on your phone. Heck, I probably have 100 pictures of him just sleeping. So why not have a photo shoot? You can either hire a professional photographer or do it yourself. Consider using props and matching outfits for a fun experience. Another fun experience is to take your dog to a dog-friendly restaurant or have a picnic in a scenic spot. Pack a picnic basket with delicious treats for both of you to enjoy. You can even share some treats like carrots, apples, or berries. Although I mentioned no dog parks, consider visiting national parks instead. After being turned away with my dog from many national parks in the US, I finally did the research. While many national parks have restrictions on dogs to protect wildlife and vegetation, some either allow dogs or have designated areas for them. For instance, Acadia National Park in Maine is open to dogs. Just remember to have some kind of tick repellent, as ticks are prevalent in that area. Yosemite National Park in California welcomes dogs on paved roads, sidewalks, some bike paths, as well as the Wawona Meadow Loop Trail. Keep in mind that this park is full of bears, and pet food can attract bears. Out of the 500 miles of marked trails in the Shenandoah National Park in Virginia, only 20 are off-limits to pets, giving you and your dog plenty of fun places to explore. You can take your dog on Blue Ridge Parkway as well, or have him stay with you in a pet-friendly lodging. While most of the North Cascades National Park in Washington is not dog-friendly, dogs are allowed on the Pacific Crest Trail, which is one of the park's most challenging and spectacularly scenic footprints. The trail stretches all the way down to Southern California and provides a rare opportunity to take your dog on an overnight backpacking trip. You can also go to Cuyahoga Valley National Park in Ohio to take your dog on the trail, which follows the course of the historic Ohio and Erie Canal. While dogs aren't allowed in the caves, Mammoth Cave National Park in Kentucky allows dogs on the above-ground hiking trails. Similarly, while you can't take your pet below the rim of the Grand Canyon National Park in Arizona, you can take your dog on a stroll above the perimeter, including the South Rim trails. And if your dog needs more socialization, set up a playdate for them. Arrange a playdate for your dog with a furry friend they enjoy walking with. This provides socialization for your dog and potential socialization for you. Alternatively, enroll your dog in doggy daycare for supervised socialization with other dogs in a controlled environment. Which of these activities have you tried? And which is your dog's favorite? Any other recommendations?